Hi everyone, and welcome back to Queen G's Recipes. And today we are going to be making an amazing coconut bundt cake. It is so delicious and wonderful. We are also going to be making a delicious coconut cream cheese glaze. It is perfect and you're going to love it. So before we go over the ingredients here, you want to make sure that you have a large bundt cake pan that has been greased with some nonstick spray or has been well greased with some softened butter at room temperature. And you also want to have your oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's go over the ingredients that we will be needing for our cake. So here we have some softened butter at room temperature. Here I have some cake flour, salt, and baking powder, and you want to make sure that you sift your dry ingredients. I have already done that. Here we have some buttermilk, eggs, vegetable oil, or you can use any flavorless oil of your choice, some sugar, and some shredded coconut, vanilla extract, and you will also need some coconut extract. And now for the coconut cream cheese icing, I will show you the ingredients once it's time to ice our cake. And that's about it. So let's move on to making our coconut bundt cake. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is cream our butter and our sugar for probably about 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so this looks good. Our butter and sugar mixed on high speed for 2 minutes. And now we are going to add in our vegetable oil and our eggs, and then we will give our mixture another good mix. Okay, so this looks good. I mixed for another 1 minute on medium-high speed. And now you want to make sure you scrape the bottom and the sides as you go along, just to make sure everything is getting combined well. And now we are going to add in our vanilla extract and our coconut extract. Now, when measuring extracts, I do like to use some measuring spoons because coconut extract or any other extract besides vanilla can be very potent. So you just want to make sure that you measure them out. So I'm going to do that now. We'll add our vanilla and then we will measure out our coconut. Okay, so now we will add in our dry ingredients, which we have sifted already, and we will also add in our buttermilk. So what I'm going to do is alternate them. We'll start and end with the dry ingredients. Okay, so our batter looks great. Now we are ready to add in our coconut. Give it a quick mix just to incorporate it into the batter, and then we will be ready to place it into our greased bundt cake pan. Okay, so now we are going to bake our cake in our preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's going to take around 45 minutes, or when a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Okay, so my cake baked for exactly 45 minutes, and now you want to let it sit and cool off for about 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna leave mine here on a cooling rack, then I'm going to invert it onto a platter, and then I'm going to allow it to cool to room temperature so that we can make our glaze. Okay, so now that our cake is set aside there, it has been cooling probably for about 45 minutes. And now you want to make sure that your cake is at room temperature before placing any kind of glaze, frosting, or anything like that on it, or it will just melt off. So a very, very important tip to allow it to cool completely. And now just a few tips also for the cake. Make sure that the cake pan is greased. That is super, super important, or your cake will stick. It is a very very soft, moist cake. It is wonderful. It is perfection, but you need to grease your pan. Very, very important not to forget that step. And very important to leave your cake in the pan cooling on a cooling rack, or just leave it aside for 15 to 20 minutes. It needs that amount of time in order for it to come out of the pan and not stick, and it's gonna be perfect. I promise you, just follow each step and everything will work out wonderful. So for now, let's go over the ingredients that we are going to be needing for our icing. What I have here is some icing sugar, some cream cheese. It needs to be at room temperature, some coconut extract, some half and half cream. You can use milk if you like. And here I have some toasted coconut. What I did was I just toasted some shredded coconut on my frying pan, probably for about 5-6 minutes on medium-low. Keep giving it a stir with your spatula, making sure that it doesn't burn, because the coconut can easily burn. You can also do this process in your oven, so that is completely up to you. If you don't want to toast your coconut, you can just use it as is and place it on top. It is completely up to you. So that's about it. Let's move on to making our icing. Okay, so into a mixing bowl, we are going to cream our cream cheese here until it is nice and creamy, and then we will add in our icing sugar. Okay, so this looks good. Now we will add in our coconut extract. And we will also add in our half and half cream. Now you want to add it in slowly because you don't know how much you're going to need. So it's a good idea to start off with about a tablespoon at a time until you reach the consistency that you desire. Okay, so my cake is completely cooled and we are ready to place our icing on top of our bundt cake here. Now, make sure when removing your bundt cake that you do gently go around with an offset spatula or a butter knife very gently in the middle and around, just to make sure everything is loose before you invert it onto a pan. I know everyone knows this, but I think it's a very important tip that everybody should follow. And that's about it. So now we are going to place our cream cheese icing on top, and then I'm going to let it sit just for a little bit, but it is a good idea to allow it to set and then serve. But I really want to show you what it looks like and what it tastes like, so I'm not gonna wait too long. It's just wonderful. It's moist, full of flavor. The coconut definitely comes through in the cake. It is so, so good, so easy to make, and I really hope you guys give this one a try. And that's about it. Pretty simple and easy to put together, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a nice big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a new and delicious recipe. Share the recipe with your family and friends, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. The links will be in the description box below along with the recipe. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye everyone.